فيا أيها القاري به متمسكا مجلا له في كل حال مبجلا. بسم الله، الحمد لله، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, everyone. It's a lovely to have you with me in this Tajweed podcast and presentation of Makharij, the points of articulation. My name is Khalid Abu Shafi' and I will be your host. And in this episode, inshallah, we will discuss and look at a new makhraj called Makhraj al-Lam. And just before we start, I would like to drag your attention to that this makhraj, the letter of lam, is covering the largest area of makharij in all the letters and all the makharij of Arabic language. The letter lam, it is one of the widest, vastest, you could say, covering an area of a point of articulations within the mouth more than any other letters in Arabic language. And this is mentioned by the ulama and the qurra who have given so much time to study each letter of Arabic language, and and that's the way it's reported to us. First of all, we need to know what is the makhraj lam, the definition of this point of articulation of letter lam. It is said that it comes out or sounds out from both sides of the tongue, which is the sides that are closest to the mouth, and the tip. So both sides, using both sides of the mouth, both sides of the tongue, pardon me, and the tip of the tongue. So right side, left side, which are close to the mouth side, plus the tip of the tongue. And the letter lam, actually, it is one of the letters of Arabic language that the ulama have discussed deeply and so much. And among the letters are nun, the rules of nun sakina, as you have heard before in the podcast. And the rules of mim, also you have heard it in the podcast. So the mim, the nun, and also the lam, there is rules of lam, which we're gonna have inshallah later on, and the rules of ra. So the rules of ra and the lam and the mim and the nun, the ulama have given so much time, and they have wrote in their books, as well as Hamzatul Wasl. So these are covering the largest area of the topics of the tajweed or ilm tajweed. So let's see in this makharij of lam in the next slide, inshallah, to discuss more about this makharaj. So take a look at this is the shape of the tongue, and I have highlighted here in the lines, it says tip. The tip of the tongue, it's this area here, and then the sides, so the right side and left side. So it's using all this area here, which is quite a large area to be used by one letter in Arabic language. Some ulama say makhraj al-dad, it is also wide, but as you can see, it may makhraj al-dad may use only one side, and right side or left side, or sometimes both sides, but using the tip and the sides, it is given to the letter lam. It is one of the widest makharij in Arabic language. So what's happening in this slide to show the mechanism of the sound, how it is produced, or how it does produce and come out from the throat by the air is flowing straight and moving forward into the tip of the tongue and slightly the side also, but when it stops by hitting the tip of the tongue into the roof of the mouth, the air goes right and left and produce as you put your tip of the tongue into the roof of the mouth, what is the behind the gums and the incisors, and you say on both sides, the air is going and flowing out to produce that sound of lam. So it says al al or la, lu. So also in this slide also explains how the flowing of the air comes through the back side of the tongue and then flows forward, coming to the tip of the tongue. Then when it doesn't find the way from there, it goes right and left and then produces the sound of lam. So you say al, as you can see. So this is the way how the lam is produced. Now let's look at the some of the common mistakes that the people make when producing the letter lam in front of other letters. So for example in Surah Al-Fatiha, صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. Now if I read صراط الذين, I say that ta is as you can see here where I point with the red, ta is a letter that is very heavy full mouth. Now, when it joins straight away into the letter of the lam, because it is as you can hamzat al-wasl in the middle, so it goes here. For example, sirata, siratallah, siratalladhina. So people sometimes may not realize that while reading fast and don't realizing siratalladhina, siratallah, la, sirata, siratallah. So la and la is not ta. Ta is full mouth, la is empty mouth. And similarly here before غير المغضوب عليهم ولا waladda, waladda. So be careful. The waw is empty mouth, as we can see here. The waw is an empty mouth. The lam is an empty mouth. The only thing is the dad is a full mouth. Again comes back into the lam, which is empty mouth. So what I say, غير المغضوب عليهم ولا waladda. So say the dad is full mouth and not the lam. So by reading fast, you say ولا غير المغضوب عليهم ولا ولا ولا. So it is waladda. The dad is mufakham, but not the lam. And similarly, lam coming in between the two letters that are mufakham. So kha and qa, but la is not la. So you say khalaqa is wrong. You would say khalaqa, khalaqa. Don't say khalaqa or khalaqa. It's khalaqa. So as you can see, it goes up here and it goes up here and it goes down in the lam. So you say khalaqa. And similarly with the word rasulullah, rasulullah. So when you join, of course this hamzat al-wasl is a silent, so lam is empty mouth. But the word of lam here in lafzul jalala is full mouth. Rasulullah, la, rasulullah, and not rasulullah or rasulullah. It's rasulullah. And the other also, actually khalaqa is similar to this one. I just repeated again. خلصوا, instead of saying خلا, خلصوا نجيا, خلصوا له نجيا, خلصوا, خلصوا. The common mistake also Imam al-Jazari always make, drag the attention of the Qurra and the people who are reciting Quran is not to make the idgham of the lam and the noon, because they are close makhraj. Lam is not far away from the noon and the ra, which we're going to see later on inshallah. So the people would say وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ. It's like swallowing an idgham. It becomes like silent, but this is wrong. So the way to read it is to make clear the lam. وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ وَجَعَلْ. And Imam al-Jazari in the Muqaddimah mentions جَعَلْنَا لِلَّهِ لَنَا. These are the common mistakes he has seen in his life while he was reciting Quran and teaching students, that do not make جَعَلْنَا. جَعَلْنَا. It's جَعَلْنَا لِلَّهِ لَنَا جَعَلْنَا, and not جعلنا النهار وجعلنا النهار معاشا. جزاكم الله خيرا for listening. Inshallah, hope to see you again in the following Tajweed podcast. بارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. هنيئا مريئا والداك عليهما ملابس أنوار من التاج والحلى.